And we're back with another entrance animation effect for images in Elementor. You guys asked for this quite a lot, just with a few changes from the original one. So we're going to go and do those changes. Like, one of them is we're not going to be using Premiere Pro. We're going to be using a free online video editor. And they also wanted a different resource for the videos. So I'm going to be doing that as well. And also I refined the code just a little bit. There wasn't really much to do at all, to be honest, but it was refined nonetheless. So here is the version 2 of those effects, and we have a whole bunch of new effects over here. It went through the same process as before, which I'm going to show again now in this video using just online free resources. So as we scroll, you can see there's a whole bunch of effects happening over here. There's 20 in total in this page, but I'm not going to go and do 20. I'm just going to show you 1 or 2. So yes, let's start getting into this. Now, for the guys that are in a hurry and just would like to download the template, there's going to be a link in the description of this video that's going to take you to this page on my website. Here you can just go and download it. And included is a second template with a whole bunch of new effects. So as I was showing you here, there was a whole bunch of effects here. You're going to get all these plus a whole second template that's going to have a whole bunch of other effects. Once you download that zip file, all you have to do is extract the contents. Once that's done, then it's very easy to install these. Here on the first page in Elementor, we are going to click on this icon right over here that says Add Template. The library pop-up opens up. Going to click Import Templates. We're going to drag one of these template files into place over here. Let go. Say Continue. Now this is going to take a while to download, so just be a little bit patient. So what's happening in the back end is a whole bunch of things online are being imported from my site to yours. Depending on your website host will depend on how quick that will import into your website. But once it's done, here is that animated image entrance v3, which was this file right over here. We just go click on that and say insert, and there you go. This is the version 3 and as well as a version 2. So there is 2 different templates with a whole bunch of effects on each one, so you can go and choose to your heart's content. And again, like I had mentioned in the other video, if you want to make this global, all you have to do is scroll right down to the bottom, and over here is an HTML widget. You can just copy this code and you can paste it in Elementor in custom code and just save for the entire site, and then this will work for all the images and irrespective of what type of mask you actually chose. Now for the rest of you who want to build this, we are going to do that right now. So in the back end, let me go and delete all this and start new. Here on the first page, we are going to actually build this whole thing out. So we are going to start off with the first container. It doesn't matter. This is just designing just to show you in the tutorial. All the code and everything else is actually just the elements themselves. So this design doesn't matter at all. So I'm going to click Flexbox. This container here, I'm going to say it's full width. Make sure it's 100 width. The min height, I'm going to choose VH at 100. Okay, over here inside this container, I'm going to start off with a spacer, only because I want to show the entrance animations over here. So it's going to be off page. So when we preview it, you'll see that the images actually appear when they come into the viewport and not triggered in any other way. So for the settings here, I'm going to change this to VH, and I'll just make this say 110, just to make sure it keeps everything away from the viewport. Now underneath this, I am going to get another container, put it in. I'm going to make sure it's full width at 100%, and direction I'm going to say horizontal. So here I'm going to be putting in 2 images. So to do that, go to the plus sign, this image widget, put it in, let go, and on the right hand side here, I'm going to duplicate. Again, like I said in other videos, if this isn't open, you click this button right here that says structure. Now, for these images, I am going to go and choose an image for them. So I'm going to click over here and choose image. I'm going to search for an image. This one right over here is perfect. Do the same thing for the other one. Insert. Okay, so now we have our 2 images. Now underneath this, I'm going to click the plus sign, Flexbox, container. And the purpose of this is to put the HTML widget. So click the plus sign, get the HTML, click and drag this widget and let go. Now this isn't necessary to put this over here. You can put this, like I mentioned when installing template, you can put it as a custom code in Elementor for global, or you can put this anywhere on this page as well. It doesn't have to be in its own container. It doesn't have to be underneath every image. It's just one for the page or global, like I mentioned. Okay, now we click publish. So that is the whole design layout. Very intricate, I know. What you need to do is, in the description of this video, there's going to be a link to the reference page on my website. It's going to take you to this page. Here is all the code you need and everything else. So we're going to go all the way to the bottom, and we're just going to copy this script, and we're going to paste it into this HTML widget. So we just say paste. Then these images need a trigger CSS class name. So to get that, we go back to the reference page. This very first code window, we are just going to copy this name. We go back into the editor, and if we click the image under advanced, under the CSS classes, we paste it there, and we're going to do it with the other one as well. So we're going to click on the second image, go to advanced, custom CSS classes, and paste it there. Now we can just publish again just to save our progress, and we are going to go make that mask now. In the reference page, here are these 3 buttons. The first one is just examples that I gave you. I gave you example videos, and I gave you example gets. So if you download that, you can just use those, and you don't have to actually go and make one yourself right now. Now, the second button over here is a website for free videos. Before I gave you that Vector Easy, Vecteezy or something like that. This one today, we are going to go to FreePick. Now, I'm not sponsored or anything. It's just another random resource site for videos and other assets. If you like the first one, that Vector one, then go to that one. It doesn't matter. So what we're looking for here is videos. So this assets, we're going to choose video. And the videos we're looking for are transition videos, because they generally do from black to white. There are other really funky ones, but for this tutorial, I'm just going to look for black to white or white to black, because black is going to be invisible and white is going to be what reveals our image. So here I'm just going to say transition, and I am going to search. Now on the left hand side, I don't want the premium stuff, I just want free. So let's see what we got over here. I need it to cover the whole page, otherwise it's pointless, right? This one is a soccer ball. Don't think that's going to work. This one looks really cool. This snow one I think will make a great effect. Now I'm going to click on this one, and I am going to download. Okay, so now we've downloaded the video. We do need to edit it, because as you can see over here, it does a whole blacking out effect again. I don't want it. I just want to go from black to white. So, and I want to make sure that the white covers the whole frame. So we have to edit this video. Now choose whatever video editor you like. I like Premiere Pro. A lot of people wanted me to use an online editor, so let's go and choose one now. So here I literally just put free online editor, and I think I'll just use the Canva one. Now I've never used Canva for videos, but it should be just like all the other type of editors. All the basic stuff is what we really need. So let's go click on editor video. Okay, so here's the editor that's loaded up. Okay, so now we need to upload the video. So what I can see over here is we just have to look for uploads, and we are going to drag and drop that media right here. So I'm going to click uploads. So here's that file, click and drag it across, let it upload onto this editor, and there we go. It's loaded up. So we are going to put this into our video. So I'm just going to click it across. Now I want to edit this. So what I'm looking for is a point in the video where it is completely white. So if I let go, there looks pretty good. I think that's fine. So I'm just going to right click and say split. So now if I delete this second part, I'm just going to click it, delete, and I play. That looks pretty accurate. That's pretty much where I want it to be. So now let's go and download this. So just remember, once you have your video, just make sure that it goes from black to white. So black is invisible, white's actually revealing the image. If yours goes from white to black, then just go and invert this video. I'm not actually quite sure myself over here, but I'm pretty sure it's not the end of the world. You're just going to have to Google that part over there. But for me, I'm quite happy over here because mine transitions from black to white just the way I wanted it, and I've split it perfectly. So now I want to download it. So here I'm going to click share, and what I do is just click download. The next point, it says MP4 video, which is perfect, 1080p, just fine, and say download again. Okay, so now that's downloaded, I'm just going to double check to make sure that it is exactly the way that I want it. So I'm just going to double click it, let it play through. Yep, ends up on white. Perfect. Okay, so now we got our video. We did it online. Let's go and make this into a GIF. So now we have to go to my reference page. Now, with these 3 buttons, the last one is the online GIF creator. Let's go to that website. So I'm going to click on the button, and here is the easy GIF generator. So here I'm going to go video to GIF, and we're going to upload that file that we just edited. There we go. Now the frame rate, I want it again on max, whatever it'll give me. I'm going to say convert to GIF. Now I want to remove all the black so that it's transparent. It's just going to make it a lot smaller. So we're going to click on more tools, and we're going to say remove background. And now because the background is black, I'm just going to say black right over there. And then the fuzziness, I'm going to change this to about a 10. Still found it to be the best. And I'm going to say submit. So there's the output with the transparency. Now we need to make this loop just once because it's an entrance animation. So you don't want this to continuously going on. This is going to irritate everyone. So click on more tools, change loop count. We're going to say this is 1, say change it. And there we go, 1 loop count. And now let's make it smaller. We click optimize. Here we can play around with how much optimization. 35 can be good for some, 150 can be good for others. It all depends. And just because it says it's more doesn't mean it's best for your particular GIF. It's something I found with the compression. I don't know really why, but so just play around with the compressions until you're happy with the size. Here I'm going to set this to about a 90. I'm going to say optimize. Okay, so now we've optimized it. So all we have to do is download it. So right click, say save image as, and download. Okay, so now we have our GIF finally. So with this, we're going to go back into the Elementor page builder, and we're going to put it into the image. So this first image is the one that I want to have the effect on. So making sure I'm in advanced, I'm going to scroll down to mask, make sure it's on. And for the shape, I'm going to say custom, and I'm going to upload that GIF. So here's that GIF, click and drag, let go, and say select. So there is that effect happening over there. Now the second one, you can use the same one, or you can use one of the ones you downloaded from me. Doesn't matter. Here I'm going to use a different effect. So I'm going to go to mask, enable this shape. I'm going to change to custom. I'm going to choose my effect, and there we go. We have everything in place. The code's been put in. We have this custom CSS name. We can go and see this in the front end. So we click publish, and in the front end, because remember we had that big space, if we scroll down, you can see it working perfectly. So if we refresh, scrolls down, perfect. Custom entrance animations on your images, and you can put whatever you like. It really doesn't matter. I'm not making a version 3 of this video, okay? So like, there it is. We got the first one, we got the second version. Second version had the code a bit more refined. We did everything online this time, and I hope you enjoyed it. Really, it is something unique, custom. Go wild.
I hope you liked this video. If you did, smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing as well. That stuff makes a big difference to a small channel like mine. If you have any suggestions or anything, then just put a comment down below. Let me see what I can do. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.